There's a bird in my arm.
How did it get there?
There's a bird in my arm.
How did it get there?
There's a bird in my arm. How did it get there? There's a bird in my arm.
There's a bird. How did it get there? How can we get there? Where there's birds in arms. There's a bird in your arm.
There's a bird in your arm.
There's a bird. There's a bird in the arm.
In the army. There's a bird in the army.
There's a bird in the army.
It's not a double piece.
There's a bird in my arm.
How did it get there?
There's a bird in my arm.
In the army.
In the army.
There's a bird in my arm. There's a bird in my arm.
There's a bird.
In my arm. There's a bird.
There's a
In
bird.
my arm. There's a bird in my arm. There's a bird in my arm.
There's a bird in your arm.
In the army. There's a bird in my arm. How did it get there?
How did it get there? How did it get there? Oh.
Once upon a time, there was a bird in my arm. The bird's name was Harold.
How did he get there? Seriously, how did he get there?
How did this bird get in my arm? There's a bird.
But what do you feed him?
In the army.
There's a bird in the army.
In the army.
In the army. There's a bird.
In the army.
There's a bird.
In the army.
There's a bird.
In the army.
There's a bird.
In the army.
There's a bird.
Lieutenant General.
There is a bird. There is a
There is a bird.
There is a bird. 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 A bird.
There's a bird in my arm.
There's a bird. There's a bird in my arm.
Hey, don't tell anybody, but there's a bird in my arm.
Okay, I won't tell anyone.
Just like, don't tell anyone because I don't want anyone to know that there's a bird in my arm.
There's a bird in my arm too. I get it.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really bad.
Oh, I love it.
I guess we have a difference of opinion.
A difference of bird, I guess.
Perhaps we have different species of bird in our arms. What species is Yord? I'm not sure. I'm not an expert. I don't know either. How did they get there? How did they get there? How did they get there? In my arm, in my arm. In my arm, in my arm. In my arm, in the army. There's a bird in my arm.
There's a bird in
There's
my
a bird.
arm.
There's a bird.
There's a bird.
There's a bird
There's a bird.
There's
in
a
my
bird.
in my arm.
There's a bird.
There's a bird.
In my arm.
There's a bird.
In my arm. In my arm.
There's a bird.
There's a bird in my arm.
In my arm.
In my arm, there's a bird.
There is a bird in my arm.
There's a bird.
There is a bird in my arm.
There's a bird. There's a bird.
In World War I, briefly, they experimented with using birds to photograph enemy troops. Birds were also used briefly as a like they would put them in a missile and then they would peck in a certain direction and they would like try to steer the missile that way. But they never actually did that. These were just prototypes.
Whoa.
They did use bats. They would like put explosives on, and then they would like land on enemy ships, and like they would explode.
Those poor bats.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
I don't have a bat in my arm.
Really? What's in your arm?
I have a bird. In my arm.
There's a bird in my arm.
There's a bird in my arm.
There's a bird in my arm.
How did it get there?
In my arm.
In the army. In the army.
In the army. There's a bird in my arm.
In my arm. Bird.
Albatross.
Bird. The common loon.
The Arctic tern.
Bird.
The king eider.
These are all the sparrow. Birds.
Finch.
Birds.
Ukrainian sky cutter.
Birds. Golden eagle. Birds.
Blue flamingo.
Red grouse.
Pheasant. Specialty chicken.
Where do you get that?
Domino's. Hang on, there's no bird in my arm.
There's no bird in your arm? Whoa. Where did it go? Where did it go?
I mean, maybe it was never there. There's no bird.
There's no bird.
There's no bird in my arm.
There's no bird. There's no bird in your arm.
There's no bird in my arm.
There's no bird in your arm. There's
In
no
my
bird.
arm. There's no bird in my arm.
There's no bird in the army. There's no bird.
In the army, there's no bird. In the army,
There's no
In the army,
bird.
There's no bird.
pigeons are the most decorated animal aside from
There's no
dogs.
bird.
There's no bird.
There's no bird.
There's no bird.
There's no bird in the army.